My Lord, I appear for the Deputy President, not former. He remains in office on the basis of the conservatory orders, and each bench has confirmed weighty issues, which is why we are here. Let's not join the rush.
For the first petition.
For the first petition. I thank you.
My Lord, if it pleases you, Nyamodi and Gumbo for the second respondent.
My Lords, Your Leadership, we appreciate that this Honorable Court, of its own volition, has granted leave to appeal. Speaking for myself, obviously the decision is that of the client. So I will be advising the client, but it is for the client to make the final decision. But in fairness to me as counsel and other counsel on this bench, I will certainly be seeking to persuade my client to appeal. One issue of accusing counsel to have been talking to the gallery, that is not something that should be left on the record of this court. It is damaging to counsel, and that is an issue that definitely needs to be taken out of the record of this court by the court of appeal. It was a very unfair accusation. Thank you.
May it please the court, on behalf of the respondents, we thank you for the timely nature of the delivery.
Lord, could we be on board together? We are being made orphans. The state is in the bedroom. Let us also be in the bedroom so that we can respond.
What do you want to do in the bedroom?
We will discuss the instruction of our plan. Can we allow the parties to come on record?
Mr. Nyamodi, the reason why we are mentioning this matter is to find out if any of them would be right for consolidation with the matter which is here, so that we don't duplicate.
Thank you, my Lord.
My Lord, perhaps as you consider that, let me put it on record that if you are considering whether they are right for consolidation, the consolidation should not then slow down the hearing of the application that you have already identified as urgent. If they are to come on board, they come on board and proceed from where we are.
No. Yes. Let us be on board first. We'll respond to him appropriately.
As a former chairman of the Law Society, let me second the first issue and plead that if only for the purposes of everybody getting sufficient oxygen, because we are too crowded and the people want to listen, and the media and the members of the public, if it is possible, let us use the ceremonial hall. Thank you.
Council, Senior Council, we will use the ceremonial hall as for tomorrow.
Thank you.
And
say something. Yes, I wish to say that perhaps when giving directions, then and if parties, files are going to be consolidated, then it would be proper each person is served the applications so that we are able to respond, even if we are given a day to respond, so that when we begin to submit, we are able to submit according to the law, not as per the bar and whatever issues are being raised. Thank you.
thank you.
My Lord, I was going to beseech the court, if we are to make progress, I will beseech the court to invoke its powers under Section 55, Article 159, we agree. We could go on and on. There is no shortage of legal provisions enabling this court to rein in on the lawyers. Because if you don't do that, my lord, on a matter like this where you have 20 lawyers, 50 lawyers on the other side, we will be coming to you. We'll be doing legal gymnastics, legal ping pong, what I call legal sophistry on other occasions. And meanwhile, we'll be lamenting, as we are now lamenting to you, that there are applications, both from this side and this side, certified agent. Meanwhile, we are spending a lot of time, each of us from whatever side, studying to raise this or other housekeeping issue. I beseech you, my lord, in a matter like this, the court must be very firm. It must run the counsel. The court itself must have very clear direction. Which is the application that will be had, in what sequence, what are the time allocations, how the parties share those times is no business.
We have agreed on that, and what we ask is let us mention these matters so that we know how they relate to the other matters which are before the court. So we have mentioned 570.
My lord.
We have mentioned
Mine is
My lord.
570. There's
570.
this 550. 550.
In E570.
We have mentioned E570. E550. Speaker of the National Assembly versus Brigadier Chakot.
allow us, even the LSK former president, to be on record.
My lady and my lords, I just have a passionate plea to make. There are not many pleas. The first plea is this: could we consider utilizing the ceremonial court in the ground floor because it is spacious and sufficient to hold all of us? That's number one. Number two, my request is this: the court has all the petitions. Why can't the assistants to the court enumerate the parties there in the quorum in the manner we used to do in the Court of Appeal before? So that when we appear here, at whatever time we indicate, we'll just fill our respective names and the court will be able to deal with the matter without the need of this back and forth. Number three, my lords and my lady, I think the court needs to just be a little bit proactive. When you retreat, you may make two decisions. One, either to determine the interlocutory applications, in which case you can frame issues for the parties to submit them. Or two, if you're minded to hear the petitions themselves, then still frame the issues and forward it to us so that we're able to make progress. That way we'll make good use of the judicial time that is very limited in respect to this matter. I beseech you most sincerely.
Thank you, Mr. Harvey. Well taken.